So at this time, we'll join in praises to Gajanan Swami, very beautiful bhajan. Vande Ganapati Vigna Vinashana He Lambodari Gajanana Vande Ganapati
Vigna Vinashana He Lambodari Gajanana
Vande Ganapati Vigna Vinashana He Lambodari Gajanana रिद्धि सिद्धि के तुम हो रिद्धि सिद्धि के हे शशि शेखर वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना जो ध्यावे वांछित फल पावे
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 अग्रदेव तुम्हें वंदना अग्रदेव वंदे गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना वंदे गणपति काम क्रोध मद लोभ हरो
काम क्रोध मद लोभ व्याधि हरो
काम क्रोध मद लोभ व्याधि हरो निर्विकार निर्मल मना निर्विकार गणपति विघ्न विनाशन हे लंबोदर गजानना वंदे गणपति हे लंबोदर गजानना हे लंबोदर गजानना। Holy Shri Gajanan Swami ki Jai. So at this time we'll all engage in our mantra jap havan. We do extend a cordial welcome to those who are joining us online this morning. So as we prepare to perform our havan, we light our fire as we chant this mantra. Harihi Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Om Bhurbhuvasvaha धयो न पृथिवी वावरिं न तस्य अस्ते पृथिवी श्री अग्निं मनादमनादयाद श्री अग्निं मनादमनादयादधे बोलिए श्री अग्नि देवता की जय. Pass the water around the fire. Om mandakinyastu yadavari sarvam taridam kalapitam devam samyagya achmanyatvam tvayayatihi achmanyam samarpayami. We all chant swaha together as we make offerings into the havan. Om Shri Ganesh Devata Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Gauri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Shankar Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Agni Devata Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahalakshmi Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhashkaraye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandraye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhaumaye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Buddhaye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Guruve Bhyo Namaha. Shri Shukraye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Shanishcharaye Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Rahave Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ketave Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Pranaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Apanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Samanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Indriyaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Udanikaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ishtadevta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Kul Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sthan Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Gram Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mata Pita Charan Kamle Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Panchpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Dasdikpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Rundhati Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhadrakali Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Santoshini Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Rudrani Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Brahmani Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Parameshwari Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ambike Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandike Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Aim Saraswati Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Hanumate Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. We all join together as we chant Brahm Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Mahamrityunjay Mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukameva Vandanam Mrityur Mukshyamamritat Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukameva Vandanam Mrityur Mukshyamamritat Swaha. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनां मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् स्वाहा. We all chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 27 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Swaha. Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Final offering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Pass the water around the fire 3 times. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaram. Shri Agni Devta Achmanyam Samarpayami. Boli Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. So this time, devotees, we'll have 3 Kirtan bhajans. So we have Devesh, Sira, and then Srupta.
Krishna Ram Govinda Narayana जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी।
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 हंस बहिनी परमासन माता,
हंस बहिनी परमासन माता,
हंस बहिनी परमासन
बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। बोली श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। So devotees, during this past week, my Reverend Mother celebrated her birthday, and also today is one of my goddaughters from Baltimore. It's her birthday. So we like to celebrate with them and those who have celebrated an auspicious occasion in their lives during this past week by giving praises to Sri Krishna Bhagavan in the Bal form, in the Balak form, in the form of a child. Devish, you can play. Both of you can play together. छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटे छोटे गया
छोटे छोटे
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो
मदन गोपाल
छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन
गोपाल आगे आगे गया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल आगे आगे गया
पीछे पीछे ग्वाल
बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल बीच में मेरो छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल
काले काले गया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल
काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल
काले काले गया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल
श्याम बरन मेरो मदन गोपाल
श्याम बरन मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन
छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाल
छोटे छोटे सतिया मधुबन बाल
छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाल
छोटे छोटे सतिया मधुबन बाल
रास रे चावे मेरो मदन गोपाल रास रे चावे मेरो
मदन गोपाल
छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल। Gauri Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. The blessings of Shri Krishna be upon all of those who have celebrated an auspicious occasion in their life during this past week. This morning, devotees, we continue Katha from Sri Ramcharitamanas, where we left off last week. However, before we do this, let us clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. Focus our minds upon Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram. So we chant these few mantras of praise and supplication to Prabhu. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamalebhyo Namaha. Ramaya Ram Bhadraya Ramchandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Neelambhuj Shamal Komalangam Sita Samaropitvam Bhagam Pana Mahasayak Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. He Ram Purushottam Narhari Narayan Keshava Govinda Garuda Dvajad Gunanidhi Damodar Madhava. He Krishna Kamalapati Yadupati Sitapati Shripati Vaikuntadipati Characharpati Lakshmipati Pahima. Ado Ramatapovanari Gamanam Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vaidehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam Sugriva Sambhashanam Bali Nigrahanam Samudra Taranam Lankapuri Dahanam Paschat Ravan Kumbhakaran Hananam Etadhi Ramayanam. We all chant together the most powerful mantra, that is the name of Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram
Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Boli Shri Raja Ramchandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Devotees, Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram was speaking to Kagbhusundaji last week where we left off. He says, Maya sambhav brahma saba abana vyapi hahi tohi. He says, none of the errors or the mistakes that are made due to being subjugated or controlled by Maya, due to the influence of Maya, shall trouble you now, Kagbhusundaji. None of these things shall trouble you. We think, devotees, how many times we have made mistakes because of being unsure, because of our judgment being clouded by the things of Maya. How many times have we been affected by this Maya in our lives? Here it is, Bhagwan is blessing. Kagbhusundaji, you shall never be troubled by this anymore. How simple life will be. How simple life will be, devotees, if we are not afflicted by Maya. We'll have that one-pointed focus, which we understand is Bhagwan. Again, not to be misunderstood, devotees. Not to be misunderstood. You know, many times when people hear that, you know, Panditji is saying, focus your mind on Bhagwan only, they think, you know, what we have to do, we have to leave all material things one side and go. There's something called Vairagya. There's something called detachment. That detachment doesn't come from a physical level, devotees, only. It comes from a mental level. The level of the mind. The mind needs to become detached from the manifold activities, from the manifold material possessions. We can be amongst it, but still be detached from it. Mind is focused elsewhere. Mind is focused at the feet of Bhagavan. All material things are happening around us. We become like that Kamal pool, the lotus flower, lives amongst the dirtiest of waters. But it blossoms into a beautiful flower by discriminating as to don't pick up the dirtiness. Don't pick up the pollutants. Pick up that which is clean, because if you cut the stem of that flower, all that comes out is clean. So it rejects what is not good, picks up what is good, and blossoms into a very beautiful flower. Our life should become like this. That we should have that strength and that ability to choose what is good over what is not good. But the temptation comes to us all the time, isn't it? The temptation comes to us all the time. This activity will say, come, take part. This thing will come and say, come, take part. Come be with me. You will enjoy very much. But after the enjoyment, devotees, how long does it last? Then regrets come, isn't it? The regrets come. So what do? We focus upon Bhagwan as much as we can, ask for his help, ask for his protection, As Kalbusundaji is being blessed today. Prabhu is reminding Kalbusundaji of who he is, reminding all of us of who he is. Jani Subram Anadiyaja Aguna Guna Karmuhi. He says, know me, O Kalbusundaji, to be without beginning. There's no start point. One time somebody asked me that question, if God created everything, who created God? So here Sri Ramcharitamanas is saying that Lord is without beginning. There's nobody that creates God. Nobody creates God. He is birthless. He is aguna. Aguna means devoid of all gunas. Mayaik traits, material traits. Yet still he is gunakar. He is full of divine virtues. So two contrasting, conflicting statements. He is devoid of traits, yet he is full of all divine virtues. Yes, devotees, when the Lord takes divine manifestation, he comes and he gives us, he shows us these divine virtues. Shows us, for example, these divine virtues that he possesses. But in that formless form, what we call nirgun form, he possesses no attributes. And devotees, he goes on to say, let us hear in Doha. Maya Sambhava Brahma Sabha Abna Vyapi Harito Abna Vyapi Harito Jani Subrahma Anadiyaja Aguna Gunakar Bhagat Priya Santata As Bichari Sunukada As Bichari Sunukada Kaya bachan man mam pada Kare su achal anurag Siyapati Ramchandra ji Jai Sharanam. He said, O Kalbusundaji, mohi bhagat priya santata as bichari sunukaga. He says, listen, those who are sant, those who are saintly, those who are devoted to my faith, O Kalbusundaji, they're always dear to me. They're always very dear to me. Now let us not misunderstand. Bhagwan loves each and everyone equally. Equally. He doesn't discriminate between me and anybody else, or between you and anybody else. There's no discrimination. The Lord doesn't see one as bigger, one as smaller. But it depends upon our level of dedication to Him, is how close we feel to Him. So when the Lord says that that person is dear to me, it means how close we make ourselves to Him.
or how far we make ourselves to God. So it's not saying that God is choosing one over the other. No. Because He's not of that, behavior, of that attitude. He does not show that favoritism between one and another. It is how we make ourselves towards Him. Those who are sant, those who are saintly, are always very close to me. They're always very dear to me. He says, realizing this, O Kag, Kaya Bachana Mana Mama Pada. Always cherish in your mind that devotion to my feet. Always cherish in your mind the devotion to the feet of Bhagwan. As we say, during our day, we should try to remember. We should try to remember that feet of the Lord. When we feel trouble during our day, when we feel, anxious or anxiety, or we feel any sort of negative emotion during our day, if we stop for a moment, devotees, and think of the feet of Bhagwan. Can we do this? Very beautiful Kirtan, devotees. We can close our eyes and think of that lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari
Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari
Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Jai Gopi Janavallabha
Jai Gopi Janavallabha
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Jai Giridhara Vari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari मुरली मनोहर करुणा सागर मुरली मनोहर करुणा सागर जय गोवर्धन धारी जय गोवर्धन धारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jai
shall use our voices, devotees, who chant very beautifully Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Holy Shri Vrindavan, Bihari Lal Ki Jai. How beautiful it is, devotees. As we chant the name of Shri Krishna, we chant the name of Prabhu Shri Ram, we can think of that beautiful form of Bhagavan, feeling that energy of Bhagavan coursing through us whilst we chant the name. Whilst we chant the name, no matter what we accumulate in this world, whether it be material possessions, house, land, car, whatever property we have, possessions we have, how much friends we have, all that means zero one day. All that means zero one day. What will mean something to us devotees is the relationship that we cultivate with Bhagavan. I say, I can have 1 million friends, I can have 1 billion friends. But at the point in time, when this body is no more, what can they do for me? I would say if 1 billion people take me and all together, all the strength they have, they throw me up towards heaven, think I'll reach? I reach a little way, but when I come back down, how much of them standing up to catch? You understand? The material relationships that we build in this world, devotees, are very important. I was speaking about that during this week in a satsang. It's important, the material relationships that we have, that we take care
And we do what we have to do for those who are close to us or those who are dependent upon us. This is part of our dharma. This is part of our duty. But we understand these relationships for what they are, for what they're worth. Prabhu Sri Ram is saying, cherish steadfast devotion to his feet whilst we do everything. While we do everything, devotees, we think of Bhagwan. You know, there's many ways that we can think of Bhagwan, and he has given us so much choices. We can think of him in the form of Lord Ganesha. We can think of him in the form of Lord Hanuman, the form of Lord Vishnu, in the form of Shri Krishna, in the form of Shri Ram, in the form of Devi Mata. Whichever way, Bhagwan has given us choice. However we would like to think of him, whichever form. And this is very nice for us. He makes it so easy for us devotees to come to him, yet still there's that hesitance, there's the reluctance on our part as devotees. Why? So much reasons why. Why I can't go to Bhagwan. Why I shouldn't go. Why we shouldn't go. We come up with so many reasons, excuses, devotees, why we shouldn't go to Bhagwan. But devotees, it is to our detriment. To our detriment. We think of Maryada Purushottam, devotees. Bhajan tells us, Bhajudena bandho Dinesh Danav Daitya Vanshanikandanam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Koshal Chandra Dasharath Nandana With our eyes closed, we see Maryada Purushottam standing before us. And we as humble devotees, we bow our heads in supplication before Prabhu. We clasp our hands. We close our eyes, we bow our heads in front of Prabhu, recognizing his power, recognizing his majesty, recognizing the mercy that the Lord has, the love that the Lord has for us in his heart. Namastute Raghunandan Avatari Madhusudan Namastute
Raghunandan Avatari Madhusudan
Namastute Raghunandan Avatari Madhusudan जागे धरती माता भये सब
पंछी जागे धरती माता
नमस्तुते रघुनंदन अवतारी मधुसूदन जागे सोही सुख पावे, सोए दुखिया होवे। जो जागे सोही सुख पावे, राम नाम से हो उजियारा, जो सुमिरन से कोई तेरे शरण हो मेरे मनवा, तेरे शरण हो मेरे मनवा, पाएंगे सुख धाम। नमस्ते रघुनंदन अवतारी मधुसूदन, जो जागे सो ही सुख पावे, सोए दुखिया होवे। राम नाम से हो जियारा, जो सुमिरन में खोवे, तेरे शरण हो मेरे मनवा, तेरे शरण हो मेरे मनवा, पाएंगे सुख धाम। नमस्ते रघुनंदन अवतारी मधुसूदन। बोलिए श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Namaste Raghunandan. Namaste. When you say namaste to somebody, what we are saying to them? I bow to that form of Bhagwan inside of you. So when we say Namaste Raghunandan, we say to Prabhu Shri Ram, I bow to you and prostrate to you. Jo jage so hi sukh paave. Jo jage so hi sukh paave means that those who become awakened in this world, there's something to gain. What is there to gain? Happiness. So he sukh paave. Soe dukhiya hove. Remain steeped in ignorance and sleep. Then we continue to suffer. Ram naam se ho ujiyara, jo sumiran mein khoye. That those who remember the name of Sri Ram, those who engage in remembrance of the Lord devotees, they are uplifted, they are enlightened. The name of the Lord devotees helps us to become enlightened. This is why our Panditjis, our Gurujis will tell us to do jap every day. Chant the name of Bhagwan every day. And we must find time to focus, to have some focused chanting. Yes, we will chant it throughout the day. We can chant it throughout the day, but we must find some time to sit and have nothing else happening and chant the name of Bhagwan. We must find that time. Because this is our time to focus. This is our time to rejuvenate ourselves, to heal ourselves from the many ills that take place in this world. So here it is, Bhagwan is saying, understanding my true nature, O Kalbusundaji, cherish steadfast devotion to my faith and what he says in thoughts, words, and deeds. Boli Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. We have been through this many times. In thoughts, words, and deeds, we cherish devotion to the feet of the Lord. As I say, if each and every thought we can devote to God. Think of how many useless thoughts we entertain on a daily basis. How many useless thoughts? That doesn't really bring us any benefit. It brings us, in fact, some suffering, right? If we know something is harmful, devotees, you see something on a shelf, and it has a skull with an X on it. You gonna take that and put it in your mouth? Some people do. Yeah, not very smart ones, right? Didn't say some people will do that, yes. But it's not a very smart thing to do, is it? Because we are destroying the human form that we have, the body that we have. In the same way, if we know certain thoughts are detrimental to us, are dangerous for us, then why do we continue to have them? We allow them to come into our minds. And devotees will say, but Panditji, how can I stop them? How can I stop them? Again, we have to develop that strength of mind, presence of mind, that when they start coming to us, we say, stop. You're not allowed. I choose to think differently. I choose to live my life differently from this. I choose not to suffer today. I choose not to be sad today. I choose not to be angry today. Believe it or not, devotees, that power of choice is inside each and every one of you. Inside each and every one of us. We have that power. But too much times we just lay down and say, anger, come, take over. Sadness, come, take over. Negative qualities, come, take over my life. It's okay. I'm not going to fight. Devotees, the moment we decide that we're going to fight, now we are assuming control. We are assuming some control in our lives. And to help us in this fight, devotees, the Lord is always there. The Lord is always there. All we have to do is remember Him. Remember His presence, remember His strength. And that gives us the courage to move on. In the face of whatever situation, difficulty that we are facing, that Lord is always there for us. Boli Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. So at this time, devotees, we'll engage in our final Arati. So those who are performing Arati at home, you can go to your altar. Those who are here, we'll prepare some extra thalis and perform Arati. This morning we'll do Sri Ram Arati. Om Sajan Chavarti Sanyuktam Avahani Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapaham Arati ki Jai Shri Raghuvar ki Dashrath Nandan Sitavar ki Arati ki Jai Arati ki Jai Shri Raghuvar ki
Dashrath Nandan Sitavar
Arati ki Jai Shri Raghuvar ki Dashrath Nandan Sitavar ki Arati ki Jai Arati ki Jai Ram Ramaya Antaryami Maryada Purushottam Swami Ram Namami Ram Namami Ram Namami Sur Muni Rakshat करुणा करके आरती की जय आरती की जय श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीता बर के आरती की जय। जगपति सुरपति दीन दयाला, दुख भय भंजन हे सुख पाला। हे जगवंदित रघुवर लाला, हे जगवंदित सतचित आनंद शिव सुंदर के आरती की जय।
श्री रघुवर के दशरथ नंदन सीता की आरती की
संग विराजे जानकी माई, और संग में तीनों भाई। अद्भुत शोभा बरनी न जाए, अद्भुत शोभा विश्व विधाता प्रभु सुखवर की आरती की जय, आरती की जय। सगुण रूप प्रगटे अविनाशी, मंगलमय प्रभु शुभ सुख राशि। कर दर्शन कते लाख 84, कर दर्शन कते शरणागत वत्सल ईश्वर की आरती की जय। आरती की जय। श्री रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की आरती की जय, आरती। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, भज मन प्यारे सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। मुख में तुलसी खत मेरा, जब बोलो तब सीताराम, मुख में तुलसी ढक मेरा, जब बोलो तब सीताराम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जय जय रघुपति रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। राम भजन को मन सुख पावे, तन का पाप सकल गुण गावे। राम भजन को मन सुख पावे, तन का पाप सकल गुण गावे। बन जाए सब बिगड़े काम, जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम। बोली श्री राजा रामचंद्र भगवान के जय। At this time, devotees, as we prepare to do our closing prarthana, those who have flowers, please take a flower in your hand. We all clasp our hands. We close our eyes. We bow our heads as we once more supplicate. Very humbly, we stand before Bhagwan, we sit before Bhagwan. We ask you, Lord, to continue to protect us, to guide us, to show us the path in life through which we can attain that highest state of anand, of bliss, of peace and happiness. Let us all pray, devotees. Hari Om. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardanam yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tadastu me. Avahanam na janami visarjanam pujam chaiva na janami Shamyatam Parameshwaram. Tvameva Mata Shapita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhu Shasaka Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurmamritam Gamaya. He Sarva Shaktiman Sachidananda, Nirakar Nirvikar Sarvadhar Sarveshwar, Sarvavyapak Antaryami, अजर अमर नित्य पवित्र सृष्टि कर्ता को बारंबार नमस्कार है। हे परमात्मा, भविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश कर कि जिससे सबका मंगल होए। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। Remind ourselves, devotees, of our position in this world, who we are in this world, devotees. Ut jag musafir bhor bhaye ab reh na kaha jo sovat hai. We all travelers in this world, devotees. It is time for us to become awakened to this realization. Abaraina kaha jo sovat hai, that now is not the time to sleep, devotees, in Maya and ignorance. We awaken ourselves to the presence of Bhagwan there. Ut jag musafir bhor bhaye ab raina kaha jo sovat hai. Ut jag musafir जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। टूट नींद से आंखें खोल जरा और अपनी प्रभु से ज्ञान लगा। उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भये अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है। उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भये अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है। अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है, अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है। बोली सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय, ओरेसा जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय, सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। जय जय सीताराम। आसन लीजिए, प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स। So devotees, brings us to the end of another wonderful session of devotion. So just for our online congregation, just please be aware that next week there will be no live stream from the Mandir. We will continue from the second Sunday in May. Second Sunday is May, is a very special Sunday, isn't it? No? It's not? Savitri says not. Yeah, second Sunday is Mother's Day, no? 14th, no? Yeah. That's the second Sunday, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so second Sunday in May is Mother's Day. So, we normally have a nice celebration for all our mothers and mother figures in this world. So, those who are able to come out to the Mandir, come and, if your mother's physically with you, bring her with you. If not, you bring that image, that remembrance of mother with you. And Durga Ma is here. We pay obeisance, respect to our mothers on that day. Very, very important. So that will be our next live stream. So please be reminded, next week we would not have a live stream. So until Sunday, May 14th, Jai Jai, Sitaram.